Tennessee will hold its Democratic and Republican primary for Senate race on Thursday. Incumbent Senator Lamar Alexander is not seeking re-election, leaving his seat up for grabs. Senator Alexander has been in office since 2003. There are 15 candidates running in the Republican primary and 5 candidates in the Democratic primary. For more on this, I want to bring in Natalie Allison. She is a state politics reporter for the Tennessean. Natalie, welcome. Great to have you with us. So first off, walk us through this Senate race in Tennessee and what we could expect to see there.
Well, you have Bill Hagerty. He's the former U.S. ambassador to Japan. He got into the race in the way that most any Republican in 2019 would have wanted. And that's with a tweet from the president of the United States endorsing him before he even got into the race. And then you have Manny Sethi. He is a trauma surgeon here in Nashville who had already been in the race. He had been seen as a fairly promising candidate, but at the time Hagerty got in and had the president's endorsement, a lot of people saw that as sealing his fate, as not having a chance. And for the bigger part of a year, he was trailing double digits in the polls behind Hagerty, as Hagerty was bringing in allies of the president, Donald Trump Jr., Larry Kudlow, the president's economic advisor. And we didn't really see this surge until about 2 months ago. And that's when Manny Sethi started launching his TV ads, portraying himself as this conservative outsider, Bill Hagerty as someone who has long supported moderate Republicans like Mitt Romney and Jeb Bush, and had supported Bush and Rubio in the 2016 primary. And Manny Sethi's message has appeared to resonate with a lot of these viewers who are seeing his ads on TV, who are coming to many of his grassroots events. The race, as a Republican operative here has put it, the balloon of inevitability has popped now, and the race is a coin toss.
And we know that, Tennessee is quite a red state. It has not had a Democratic senator in decades. Is this something we could possibly see this year?
No, I don't think there is any really likely shot that we could see that. The last time Tennessee elected a Democrat to the United States Senate was Al Gore in 1992. In the 2018 race between Marsha Blackburn and Phil Bredesen, he was the last Democratic governor the state had. A lot of people thought that might be a shot for Democrats to take back a seat in the U.S. Senate. And that turned out not to be the case. Blackburn won by more than 10 points. And so it's highly unlikely that we would see a Democrat go to the Senate for the state this year.
Looking to stay solidly red there. Okay, so I also do want to ask, though, about Dr. Manny Sethi, who is running as a GOP candidate for Senate there. He is gaining attention for attacking Dr. Fauci during a campaign event over the weekend where he called on President Trump to actually fire Dr. Fauci. How is this going over with voters there in Tennessee?
Well, as we know, Dr. Fauci is wildly popular throughout the country, despite the president in many ways butting heads with him. But it appears that Manny Sethi's comments, at least with GOP primary voters, is really resonating. He made the comments over the weekend in Knoxville at an appearance with Senator Rand Paul. The audience started roaring in applause, and then he has since echoed them again yesterday outside of Memphis at another stump with Senator Ted Cruz, who was appearing with him. And it seems like this message is gaining traction. If you spend much time on conservative social media circles, you'll see that a lot of people mistrust Dr. Fauci, and that is a message that it appears the Sethi campaign realizes is resonating with voters.
All right. Well, Natalie Allison, thank you so much for giving us some insight into the minds of voters there in Tennessee. We appreciate your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.